Big Blue. She's looking really, really nice. Have you ever seen anything that big, blue, or beautiful in your life? If not, please give a thumbs up for Big Blue. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Welcome back to yet another video. Today, I'm taking you guys along for another vlog. You guys know I love doing these. I've been doing them a lot this year. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna be doing some more work for the lawn care business. Today is a mowing day. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it. A lot of you guys have been pretty psyched on the cleanup stuff we did, as well as the fertilizer stuff we're doing this year. But I know that a majority of you guys have been wanting to see some of my customer lawns, how I mow them, how I stripe them, all of that in today's video. As you can see, nice and early, about 9:30, a little late for me actually. Well, considering, you know, me being a teenager, this is probably the earliest I've been up, but you guys understand that, right? Anyway, yeah, let's go to it. Here's the setup we're rocking, pretty similar to last time. You can see we got the John Deere L120 automatic. Deck needs a cleaning there, 48 inches by the way. This is what we're going to be mowing with for the most part today. Now, at some instance, I might use this or I might not use this. This is the Snapper 19-inch battery-powered mower. Just got this from the company Snapper literally a week ago, and there's tons more to come on this. We got a lot of lawnmower content coming up later, so make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned for that. Got a lot of awesome collaborations coming up with the Snapper folks, as well as the Toro folks. We got some mowers from them too that we're going to be talking about, including another new one I'm very psyched about, and then we also got another one coming on the way. So yeah, big stuff coming up. But stay tuned for all of that content. We got all sorts of reviews, comparisons coming up that I think you guys will find very fun and insightful. So that'll be coming up very soon. Echo PAS 225, still rocking that. This trimmer is a solid unit for those who are looking to start. Highly recommend this trimmer, very affordable. You can find it at any Home Depot. And this right here, my backpack blower. I don't think I showed it to you guys last time. This is the PB500T. I actually got this from, like I said in the last video, got this from a buddy of mine in Oklahoma, like, I don't know, 3 years ago. Met him at GIE, gave it to me, and this thing's holding up, man. This thing's a workhorse. Works perfect for what I need it for, which again is just basic lawn maintenance, and yeah, gets the job done in a very little amount of time. Oh, real quick, before I go anywhere, let me just say this now. Whatever's in this package is way overdue on my part. I gotta open this up and show this to you guys. One more thing before I get going. I also want to show you guys these little earbuds right here. I got these from, I don't know if they're a new company or if they've been around for a while, but they reached out to me. Their company is called X Treb Lab, and they basically specialize in making headphones, earbuds, all sorts of stuff, Bluetooth speakers. And they reached out to me and they said, hey Jake, we know you do a lot in the lawn industry, from mowing customer lawns to doing a bunch of DIY lawn work. Would you like to try these out? And I was like, absolutely, let's do it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys my initial thoughts on these and what I think about these after my first day of using these. So very psyched. Now, I will say this, I am an IsoTunes guy, have been for a while. It's going to be interesting to see how these work compared to the IsoTunes. So yeah, very fun day. Let's go. Okay, a quick break in the action there. Unfortunately, these need a charge, so I can't use them this morning, but that doesn't mean I won't use them in this vlog. I will, because when I get back, I have to actually wash the equipment, so that'll be something else I can show you guys. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna put these on the charger, and I'm gonna bring back my IsoTunes for now. But I promise I'll give you guys a trial on these, and I'll let you know what I think. But it sucks, man. Should have charged them before I used them. But anyway, I promise you, I'm gonna use them. Hold me to it. All right, here we are, property number 1. Let's get her mowed, and let's stripe it too. Let's go. All right, real quick, I just wanted to pause in the middle of the job here because I get a lot of questions from you guys saying, Jake, I love the stripes in your yard. How do you make them? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a brief, abbreviated explanation of how I get the stripes the way I get them. So here's what they look like. You can see we got light stripes and dark stripes in between. Now the biggest question again is, how do I get there? Well, again, what I want you to realize is when you're striping the grass, you're laying it down, right? And when the blades lay a certain way, they're going to be illuminated differently according to the sun, right? So for instance, if the blades are leaning away from you, they're going to look bright, whereas the blades that are leaning towards you, they're going to look dark, right? So essentially what you want to do is when you mow the lawn, you want to go back and forth and back and forth. And another thing I get a lot of questions about is going to be, Jake, how do you get like the professional tire mark look on there? I know you mow with a riding mower, I've been doing it for a while, but how do I get that look? So basically all you got to do is just make sure that from your first pass, that on your next pass, your tires are literally kissing the edges of the previous tire marks, right? So it's literally tire to tire. I'll show you a picture of what I'm talking about, just to take this illustration a little bit further, right? So essentially it's tire mark to tire mark, no overlap, right? That's why one of the benefits to using a mower like that is the deck is a little bit wider than the tires, right? So you can get away with that, you know, tire to tire and no overlap. So if you do that, you're going to get beautiful stripes. So doing that is going to be a great starting point for you. Now, to add to that explanation, it's all about the positioning of the sun, right? Once you got the stripes in the grass, you want to make sure that they're seen, because in that way you're going to get the return on your investment for actually putting the stripes in the lawn. Like for instance, you could see the sun is right in front of me right now, but if I'm looking at the lawn like you guys are, it's actually behind me, or in this instance, behind you guys, right? And you can see the stripes look really good, right? Now, if I come this way and look at them, this is what it would look like if I were looking this way toward the sun, right? The sun would be in front of me, and you could see, you can't really see them. So it's all about the sun position, right? So making sure that based on whatever direction you're looking at the stripes, you want the sun to be behind you, right? In this case, in front of me, but for you guys, behind you. So essentially I'd be looking at it like this, right? So you want to make sure that the sun is behind you, slightly overhead and behind you. You do that, you're going to have beautiful results. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, another quick pause in the action. I just wanted to take a second to explain my workflow to you guys, just to give you an idea of how I like to do things. Now, if you guys want to battle this out in the comments, please, would love to hear how you do things, especially the order in which you tackle your lawns. That's what we're going to talk about right now. So when I mow my lawns, I typically start by mowing, right? I'll mow the front, mow the back, do the sides and all that. And then once I'm done, that's when I pull out my string trimmer and I start to do my trimming and edging. Now, as you've seen there, I do a majority of my edging with the string trimmer. Hang on, let me go where it's less windy. I do a majority of my edging with the string trimmer, and as you see, it works pretty well for weekly maintenance. Now, there are a couple of situations where I probably would use a blade edger, which you're probably not going to see today. One of them being if I'm doing a corner lot, right? I just have a larger area of sidewalk that I have to walk, not willing to do it that way. That's where I'll use an edger blade. Or if I'm doing overgrown edges, that's where the blade edger gets the call. But in this case, weekly maintenance, I go through here and I do the edging, and then that's that. And then as you see, I like to do it from the grass, because one thing about edging with the string trimmer is that if you do it the way I do, where you like to hold the motor down here, is that it is going to be slanted a little bit, right? That's just preference for comfort. And when I do it from the grass, right, when I'm standing in the grass, my edges are actually slanted a little bit this way, as opposed to doing it from the concrete where they'd be slanted this way. So yeah, that's just more of a run of preference. Again, if you guys want to battle that out in the comments, you go right ahead. And then once I'm done trimming, that's where I go ahead and blow off, and then that's pretty much it. Now, real quick, I want to go ahead and touch on why I like to trim and edge after I mow. The main reason I like to do that, especially as a business, is because when I start mowing, the last thing I want to have to do is trim before it and then have to go back with the trimmer after I'm done mowing and hit areas that I probably missed. Now, some may say in the comments, hey, if you've been cutting a lawn long enough, you should probably know where you need to trim before you mow. And yes, that's entirely true. But again, it goes back to personal preference and workflow. And what I've come to find is that when I do it in that exact order, I happen to get things done pretty quickly. So that's my method, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, let's wrap this one up, and then that'll be 3 down and 2 to go. Let's do it.
Different doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind.
All right, so that lawn we were just at, that was lawn number 3, and the lawn we're at right now, lawn number 4. How's that for route density, folks? There we go. All right, so now we're at the point where I'm about to blow off the lawn, and there's something I'd like to show you guys. So typically what I like to do before I blow off the pavement and leave is I like to do something a little extra. Check this out. I don't know how the wind's gonna pick up on this, so I got my mouth super close, so excuse the audio. But see, the lawn looks good, got a nice clean cut on here, but when you get down and look, you'll see that we got a little bit of clumps left over from the tractor. And you know, that's nothing, you know, that's nothing too crazy. That's just the nature of the tractor. You know, it has the side discharge on it. I like the side discharge. But one thing I like to do when I'm all done is I like to take my blower over there and run across the yard and basically disperse any areas that look like they have any clumps on top. Because again, it's a good idea to break these clumps down. Otherwise, if you leave them on top, what can happen is they'll choke out the grass in the long run, right? So that's the last thing you want to do, is leave these alone. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to run across the lines, up, down, and I'm just going to disperse those clippings. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's present day, just editing the video right now. I want to go ahead and talk about something that I forgot to follow through with like I usually do on the field, and about these X-Treb Labs here. As of today, it's been about a week since I shot this footage. I did have a chance to use these, and I gotta say I am very, very impressed with these headphones. They're very nice, albeit one thing I do not like is the fact that unlike the IsoTunes, which are, you know, two headphones that are connected by a cord, these two are two separate earbuds, right? So there is a lot more probability for these to get lost. I will say though, the audio on these is really good. Got to run through my mowing route today using these, and if I had to give these a grade, I would say A+ right off the bat. So X-Treb Lab, really, really nice work. And for those of my followers out there who would like to get your hands on these, X-Treb Lab was cool enough to get me an affiliate code for those who want to purchase these. So if you want, I will leave that down in the description below. Again, for those of you guys who would like to check these out and maybe try these out for your everyday mowing or working needs, because I gotta say, very impressed. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you have any additional questions, please leave those down below, and I'll try to get back to those as soon as I can. Oh, and if I didn't mention it already, please subscribe. We got a lot of fun coming up. As a matter of fact, once I get done editing this, which will be in about another hour or so, I'm actually getting ready to head up to my dealer to pick up a special surprise that you guys will hear about in future videos. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. With that, I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. If I don't see you guys next time, your lawn is going to be dominated. See you later.